Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, back again with another drone field test. And to start out here, I'm going to let y'all know I've already formatted my micro SD card. I've got a full card, and I'm filming in 4K 30 HDR. That's 4K 30 high dynamic range. I found that's my favorite video setting for the Mavic Air 2. And without further ado, let's click record. Let's get started. It's recording. There is a little bit of wind, probably 10 to 15 knots, you know, nothing too intense. But we're gonna do some intelligent flight mode tests, or I shouldn't call it intelligent flight mode, I should call it the tracking. The last time I attempted that, a freak thunderstorm came in and I had to land prematurely. So we're gonna see how well or how poorly the ActiveTrack modes perform. Let's go ahead and get airborne here. And I don't have the microphone strapped to me because I found that my wireless mic and drones, they kind of interfere with one another. So I'm going to walk out here and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to have this drone follow me around and hopefully have the in-app view on your screen where you can see what's going on. Okay, so the wave actually worked that time. That was something they said. It was actually Daytona said, hey, wave at the drone and it'll go. And I think that's actually working now. So let's walk around and see. Yes, it is. See, it's following me. So see, it's just kind of staying stationary right now, but I'm going to fly it and I'm going to move around while I control the stick. So see, I was pushing the right stick forward and it was following me. Let's do it in reverse. Now we're going to do forward again. Going to increase the altitude and gimbal wheel down. It still got me tracked. So now I'm just going to run around at a different altitude, 71 feet above ground level. See, it's still keeping the camera on me. That mode was, let's see, let's end that. We're gonna do, that was trace, let's do parallel. We're gonna do parallel and see what this does. So see the mode it's on now. I did the little right. It looks like a little circle. Let's see, I'm going to speed that up to fast and see what happens here. Let's see what happens. So you can see how it's keeping the camera framed, even though I am flying it. Check this out. I'm going to come down closer here, give y'all a closer up view. And see, it's keeping me, even though it's doing a circle, see when I do the stick to the right, it's doing a circle, but it's keeping me centered. So a good good way to visualize this is, let's do this. Let's not make me the focal point anymore. Let's make this landing pad the focal point, and we're going to orbit the landing pad. So I'm going to take the landing pad out here. So I put the landing pad out there, and now what we're going to do is we're going to unlock from me. I'm going to click the little green X, and now we're going to find the landing pad, and I'm going to do my fingers to target it. And see, now the landing pad's targeted. Now landing pad can't wave because it's not a human, so I'm going to have to manually select go. Let's see, select target too small, it says. Well, that shouldn't be too small, I wouldn't think. Huh. That's strange that it won't. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to select the circle mode, and I'm going to do fast speed, and I'm going to click go. Circle, go. Okay, now it's going to go. So see, now the drone is circling that point of interest being a landing pad. And I've got it in fast right now, but you know, I can slow the speed down by dragging this slider. Oh, and I can also change the direction. See, it was going clockwise. Now it's going clockwise or counterclockwise. It was going clockwise. And then I can change the speed. So I can go to slow. See, now it's just a very slow clockwise rotation. But if I want to go slow counterclockwise, I can drag it over. See, now it's going to change direction. It's going to go that way, counterclockwise. How cool is that? Now we go back to clockwise, very fast. Huh, so that's neat. We're going to do stop of that mode. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click the green X. Now we're going to try some other modes. I'm going to select the landing pad again. Okay, it's got the landing pad selected. Now I'm going to select go, and we're going to do parallel. Let's see what this will do here. So see, now I'm going to the left, but it's keeping that landing pad in the center of the frame. Now if I go to the right, pushing the right stick, See, it's keeping that landing pad in the center of the frame. It's actually pretty impressive that it's able to pick up a landing pad that's so small and so flat from such a decent distance. So that's a real test of the quality of the Mavic Air 2's tracking. See, now I'll go this way. It's keeping it in there. I'll go this way. It's keeping it in there. That's parallel mode. So, you know, if you were curious about that, that's what I'm doing now. And I'm just, well, okay, I was manipulating the right stick. Well, what if I manipulate what if I go up and down? What happens then? So I'm ascending. And you can see, even though I'm ascending, it's keeping that landing pad targeted. And that's pretty impressive. I'm up at, obviously, a safe and responsible altitude of 200 and, let's see how this will do. I'm at 200 and 300, 325. Wow, it's still got it on there. 360 feet, I don't need to get to 400. There's no point. So anyway, it's still tracking it. Now I'm descending. Still got it tracked. I mean, this is impressive. And I mean, there's so many things you could do with this. You could lock on to boats. You could lock on to people. You could lock on to objects, like I did in this example myself, and then also the landing pad. So this is cool. See, when I descend, it's just keeping that framed really nicely. So now we're going to stop this. We're going to click the green X. We're going to go back to the landing pad. That was parallel. So we've done the circle thing, and now we're going to do trace. So I'm going to select the landing pad again. Okay, so I've got landing pad selected. Now I'm going to select that square. I'm going to click go, and I'm going to do trace. Well, let's see. I don't think I got it there. Okay, there. Go. It's doing trace. So let's see what. Well, it didn't lock. I think that is a little bit challenging for it to lock on for some reason. Let's try it again. Let's get a little bit closer. Okay, now I've got it selected. I'm going to do go. Yeah, it didn't lock. Maybe the lighting's changed out here or something. I mean, it's been bright the whole time. Let's see. Let's try this. That's yeah, okay, let's try again. I'm gonna hit selected area too small. Okay, now I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna select go, trace. Let's flip it over. Maybe the orange color is throwing it off. Wouldn't think color would make a difference, but you never know. I mean, it's worth trying. So now I flipped over to the blue side. I've got it selected. I'm going to do go and trace. Huh. It's like it's not wanting to lock. Let's see if it'll lock on me. Yeah, it locked on me. And see, I'm following myself now. I'm pushing the stick forward. So let's see if I do the stick to the left. Again, this is trace mode. So see, it's keeping me framed. I'm going backwards. I'm going to go up, but see how it's handling that? It's keeping me framed. So you can see how this mode would be useful. You know, if you want to keep your object or your subject better framed. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. Now let's just go into some manual flying here. I'm going to click the green X. Thing is, with having so many years of experience flying the DJI drones, I don't know how much I will personally use these intelligent modes. They work, as you saw, but I mean, I kind of just like the simplicity of flying manually like I am right now. Again, that's personal preference. I mean, I think the orbit where it was circling, I think that'd be pretty cool. Something that would be useful for a lot of scenarios. But I mean, I can orbit, and I'll demonstrate here in a second. I'm going to go to that landing pad, and I'm going to orbit it manually, just so you can see. If you've got a good feel for controllers, for the remote control, and you're used to flying the drone when it's heading away from you or heading towards you, once you've got it all in your head, it becomes a matter of what they would refer to as muscle memory. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go over here to this landing pad, and I'm just going to do a manual orbit. So we're going to put the landing pad in the camera's field of view here. There it is. So see, what I'm going to do here, and this is something I do a lot of, is is manually orbit stuff. Let's see, let's get it framed up. You see that jerkiness? That's because I'm doing a screen recording of the app too. The app normally doesn't behave like this. But see, now I'm just going to do a manual orbit. So it's just the right amount of, well, see, it's more challenging than you think when you're up that close. See, you're going to want to do the right stick and concurrently press the left. But see, to get a perfect circle and to keep that centered, you can see that's challenging. Now when you're further away, and if you're dealing with a larger structure, those types of flights are easier. You can check out my videos. One of the videos was one of the recent ones where I was orbiting stuff. I orbited the crazy dude, the Jeffrey Epstein. I orbited his island, and I did that manually with the Mavic 2 Pro, and I think I got some very cool shots. Check out those videos. But yeah, and it's just a matter of what you're orbiting. So I can see why, and we're going to kick back into that. Circle mode here, just to show you how good of a job that does. Let's see, so we're going to select the landing pad. And then we're going to do circle, and we're going to do go slow. So see, that mode, the circle mode, as you can see, I mean, that's doing a very precise circle. That adds a lot of value. That's a mode for my flying purposes that I will use, because it's able to fly itself while keeping the subject or the object perfectly centered. And I'm also able to control the speed. So let's crank it up. Let's crank the speed up here to the fastest. So see, there's the fastest speed now. And you can see there's no thought involved. I'm not having to touch the sticks. I'm just having to obviously keep my eyes on the drone to make sure everything's safe, being a safe and responsible pilot. But, if I needed to abort, I could just hit stop. So, that mode's really useful. And again, so I've orbited in that direction. Now I want to go in the other direction. I just drag this. Now it's changing directions. It's going to perform the same type of circle, just in the other direction. So I can do clockwise or counterclockwise. So that is super useful. I do see myself using that mode a lot. The other modes, because of my years of experience flying drones, the other modes I may not use as much. because I'm able to capture those cinematic type shots just by manipulating the sticks on my own. So, you know, I don't feel obligated to go into an automated flight mode such as this for those other shots. I mean, look how cool that is, man. And especially if you were filming something where you were going to be doing a longer duration flight, you might would, you know, this might would be something that would provide a ton of value, because, you know, if it's going on, I mean, yeah, manually flying, it's easy for a few minutes or so, but then you start to get, it sounds crazy, but you start to become a little bit fatigued. With this, you know, being a responsible pilot, you just need to keep the controller in your hand and keep an eye on the action and be ready to abort if, you know, if something enters the safe flying area or starts to enter the safe flying area or whatever. So, you know, that being said, this is extremely useful, and I'm glad I was able to share this. And again, I don't doctor anything up. I mean, this is just me in the field with the drone, and that's how I've always done my videos and how I always will do my videos. And if, you know, if something's challenging for me, I'm gonna, you know, that's gonna be captured within the video. If it works well for me, that's gonna be captured within the video as well. So we've got 17% battery. Obviously, I'm at a safe and close location, so I'm able to just click stop on this intelligent flight mode, and then I'm able to put her down. Let's see if I can put her down from here. Let's see. I'm going to kick that camera down here. We're going to land this right in the middle of the H. We're going to the middle. Look at this.
Landing.
So that was the Mavic Air 2, you know, playing with the different tracking modes, and I feel like I had a positive experience today. I've done it a few days. You know, one day it was I caught some bad weather and I had to abort, but yeah, today I especially love that circle mode. So what do you think about the Mavic Air 2, the tracking capabilities, and what has been your experience? You noticed today that when I waved to signal go, it actually acknowledged me waving, and it virtually clicked go without me having to click go. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, I mean, I like this thing. Tell me what you think within the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy, and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. If you're looking for the Mavic Air 2, the accessories, Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic 2 Zoom, any of the other drones, any of the drone accessories, expand this video's description and then click the link there. And if you can't find what you're looking for, just ask, and I'll be happy to try to find a link for you. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. And don't forget to ring that bell icon when you subscribe, and that'll notify you whenever I post another video. Hey y'all, Captain IrixGuy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy, and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.